It's very nice to hear everybody speak about their perspectives, their journey on this issue, what they've learned from it, and importantly, what they're doing about it. And I notice so many people are looking beyond themselves. They're looking at society and each other and helping each other. And that's so important, especially these days. So since I did send my video to Cece, but since I'm here, I'm just going to go ahead and read. I have to read what I prepared. So I'll begin doing that right now.
Perfect.
I'm speaking to you from Arizona, and I'm the managing director for the International Commission on the Biological Effects of Electromagnetic Fields. I'm so honored to be here, and I want to just give a few highlights of our work to bring science-based solutions to public policy makers and manufacturers that will benefit everyone, as well as people who are living with electromagnetic hypersensitivity, or EHS. ICBE EMF, which is our short form name, our acronym, it's composed of an interdisciplinary group of scientists, engineers, medical doctors, and policy experts like myself who take seriously the health and environmental effects of non-ionizing radiation. So we're not just talking about the radio frequencies, we're talking about electrical and wireless sources in our world, which are growing. Last year, we issued a position statement recognizing EHS as an escalating humanitarian crisis that requires an urgent response. The current exposure limits adopted by most nations of the world are not protective. Government agencies do not seem to care. And more than that, there's an organization based in Germany called the International Commission on Non-Ionizing Radiation, who have established a formal working relationship with the World Health Organization. And they are highly influential over what the World Health Organization says and does now, as well as issuing their own exposure guidelines and marketing them all over the world. These guidelines only recognize heating effect as an effect, but nothing short of that, not the very low level exposures all of us are being exposed to every day. ICBE EMF's goal is to see EHS formally recognized as an EMF-induced external cause of injury by public health agencies worldwide, and to give greater recognition to the needs of those who are EHS disabled. A big part of our job is correcting the misrepresentations and misleading statements that are out in the public. The World Health Organization commissioned several review papers on radio frequency radiation with the apparent intention to use the findings coming out of these reviews that show no effect as a reason to not include them, that is, to not include radio frequency radiation as part of a new environmental health criteria that it intends to publish. These findings of no effect could also result in the International Agency on Research on Cancer to conclude, well, there must not be anything to it. So therefore, we're not going to do a review of this research as they did in 2011, where they decided that radio frequency radiation was a possible human carcinogen, because at that time, there were no studies in laboratories on animals showing effects that were cancer causing and causing neurological and reproductive effects, as there are now. So if they don't look, they're not going to find out. If you don't ask, you're not going to learn. And that would be the end of the story. Well, we don't want that to happen. So we're taking on the review papers that the World Health Organization has been publishing, and we're publishing critiques of individual review papers, and we're publishing letters to the editor of the journals that publish them. Two examples of what we're coming up with. One, there's a review paper that was published on electromagnetic hypersensitivity that reported no effect. And we know why. It's because of the studies they selected and the way they designed the study. We've analyzed that, and we are going to be challenging that study. Another finding, which is positive, is that one systemic review paper on animals exposed to radio frequency radiation concluded there with high certainty that they found two types of cancers in rats, that is glioblastoma and cardiomyopathy, both nerve cells, glial cells, found in the head and in the heart that were affected, which means our nervous system is being affected. These findings are concordant with earlier studies finding these same cancers in people. This is a significant finding, as we can no longer say that the only health effects are caused by heat, which is what the current standards for exposure to RF are based on. So we're making progress and we will persevere. For more information, go to our website, icbe-emf.org. Thank you.